Suppose I wasn't really lacking on the burrow department previously. Eh. I want to go this way, I'm going this way. I'll get the upgrades for it soon enough. I feel weird leaving those gems behind. This looks like it's the correct way. Kinda don't want to go this way on that account. Alright, let's double back and get to the, oh, that's a mound of enemies. A mound of rock, not a mound of enemies. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna Google this whole raised zombies thing. POE, raised zombie. As the gem levels, you get more zombies, up to maximum of 7. So, but just by having the gem level, I'll get more zombies. At level 20, you'll have the 7 by the by. So yeah, that's fantastic. If you have 9 zombies raised at the same time, you get the zombie horde achievement, and that's very easy to get. Get 2 bits of unique equipment on, and you have it. 2 certain bits of unique equipment, but still. Oh Christ! There's one here, a void scepter here, level 68. It halves the amount of zombies you can have, but gives them all an additional 5,000 hit points, tons of extra resistances. It increases their size, not sure the value of that. Causes your enemies killed by your zombies to explode, dealing 20% of their maximum life as fire damage, and raised zombies deal 80 to 100% more physical damage. My god. That's nice. And since it's a scepter, it also increases your elemental damage. Just noting that, because I was talking about elemental damage earlier and scepters and the like. It's a 40% increase, by the by. So, nearly 50% extra elemental damage just for that one weapon. One thing I will give Path of Exile, you do have a bit of greater freedom with the jumping in this than you do, say, in Grim Dawn. This does seem to be built with the jumping a little bit more in mind. In okay, I can sell this. In Grim Dawn, there is a lot of invisible walls, and a lot of points where you think you can jump, but you just can't. This, not so much. You've got much greater leeway with it. And if memory serves, I remember being able to do it in such a way that was a great movement speed increase. They must have changed it. Yeah, there was less of a delay between them. Oh, I hopped a bit of the mountain there. But yeah, there was less of a delay between the impacts. It was still like travel time was faster and the slamming was faster. The recovering from the slam was faster. It was pretty nice for the travel time. I think you saw that in my first Scion playthrough.
The wall between life and death is crumbling.
Okay, that's louder than normal, her voice. Not complaining, she's got a nice one, but yeah. Oh, Fairgraves. Obvious for once. And again, that's pretty nice.
Frankly, I would have been surprised if you hadn't recognized me. Yes, 'tis I, Captain Sigmund Fairgraves, wave tamer, pirate bane, and conveyor of civilization to barbaric lands. So, what am I doing here? Apart from blowing my own bugle? I'm marooned, languishing, thanks to a pair of pretty blue eyes. Stuck fast in the filthy mud of...
Okay, I've heard this enough, and you've probably heard it enough. While I was snorting, I wasn't him. I opened my phone just while I was waiting for him to go through. And someone was saying that with ADHD that they have higher chance of IBS, fibromyalgia. Funny enough, I actually have both of those. And someone was like, shit, really? Probably don't have the other one, but still.
May fair winds favor you.
Do have the IBS and the fibro. Actually, IBS is likely, you're likely to have it if you have fibro, apparently. Fibro is a degenerative muscle condition? Or affects the nervous system or something. I saw some conflicting details. All I know is body's covered in aches and pains it didn't used to have. Radius variable affects passives in a large ring. Passives in radius can be allocated without being connected to your tree. Minus 18% to all elemental resistances. Though we cannot touch, one thought, one wish, through the centuries. Through centuries alone in darkness. So could you say, like, plonk it here, grab this passive, and then build from there? Probably not. Probably has to be connected to the overall body. And now I got the song from Mad World stuck in my head, you know, body that. Never played the game. I saw it in a magazine, wasn't too interested, didn't have the console, so inherently it's like negative 50 against it. And then when I finally got the upgraded version of the Wii, I think I got the Wii U. Or no, I think I might have actually gotten the Wii itself. I forgot it existed, so I just ended up not playing the Wii at all. Tried to play some Mario, got disinterested, and it's over the closet somewhere. Well, not the closet, I think it's next to the closet somewhere. But, also, I think I just got body part off of Spectre. Ooh. And water elementals. Oh, actually, isn't there a Seeding Brine of Prophecy? But anyway, yeah, I never got around to playing it, but I did start listening to its music at one stage. Don't know what led me to doing so, but yeah, I like the music from it. I also listened a bit to the music from the No More Heroes games. Really like Philistine. Prefer the American version because you can hear the lyrics better. I'm very much about lyrics. Much like in stories, I'm very much about the dialogue and the spoken lore. The environmental stuff I've never paid attention to. It was never something I was shown to be a thing till later on in life. And so I'm still fixated on the spoken lore. And the stuff that you read and the like. And that extends to music. I tend to not be too interested in atmospheric pieces. But, you know, stuff with lyrics, yes. Not saying I necessarily hate atmospheric pieces. Well, not necessarily atmospheric, but lyricless pieces. But it's just I've less of an interest in them. they can certainly be good. It's just I prefer lyrics. I prefer singing and like. Also singing that I can understand, but that's optional. I've listened to a fair few Japanese songs, and it's just like, fuck if I know what they're saying, but it is, I still like it. Additional currency. I think the little side cave here. No, the side cave here is its own place. Oh, actually, Fairgraves might be one of them. One song that I like, that's all, just vocalizing, is... Well, I like this right now, for example. It's very creepy and suspenseful. The Nameless song from Dark Souls. That's good. Also do like Gwyn's team. That's nice. I would love to cover Dark Souls on the channel at some stage. It's just... I'm not sure who... I want to do Demon Souls first. Because that's... While it isn't in the series, it's where From started with this shtick. And I want to lead off with it. But the issue is that Sony owns it, as far as I know, IP-wise. Because people were saying that you wouldn't see it on PC because of Sony.
Power corrupts and corruption empowers.
Mirabon for mayor. But yeah, Sony owns it, and that's why we wouldn't be seeing a sequel, or, like From would want to own the sequel. It wouldn't be on PC because of this, and, all this stuff like this. But people were saying, apparently Sony holds ownership of Demon Souls, and Sony's been kind of kooky as of late, so I'm hesitant in playing their stuff on the channel. It's just when people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I just get nervous because I'm worried of them. Like, when you're a Let's Player, you're very much at the mercy of whoever owns the IP. If you say something they dislike, they can take you over the barrel any moment. And if you made 3 videos of their thing, boom, channel gone. If they decide to be that evil. Not necessarily saying anyone would be, but I like to play it cautiously because I have no recourse. I have nothing. YouTube will just immediately side with Sony, channel gone, everything gone. And yeah. Or not necessarily Sony, but anyone who does decide to play a shitter. Not necessarily saying Sony would, but like I said, I just like to play it safe, just because I prefer to be safe than sorry. So yeah, I want to do Demon Souls first, but Sony owns it, so I'm just standing here iffy and not sure what to do. I could just start at Dark Souls, but I really want to do Demon Souls first, because that's where the whole shtick started. And I've never actually gotten to see the whole game. Certainly read enough about it, but I would like to experience it to some degree. I was watching the SSOH PKC's Let's Play of it, but he never finished. So, yeah. Similarly, I would love to do Bloodborne, but Sony again is involved in that. Okay, now what I could do is swing this way and grab bonus to 2-handers. Gonna swing this way and get extra accuracy. But I'm kind of inclined right now to swing over here to master the arena. I gain extra life regen, bonus melee physical damage, increased melee ranged, and strength. I can then get either increased life, armor, and evasion rating, or I can go for additional mana and mana regen. Or both, as I probably should go for. Then I can get Art of the Gladiator. Primarily for the attack, well, it's all good all round. Ignoring the movement penalties from armor is also very nice, because I certainly have some on me. Okay, that just closed it all. After that, it's tempting to get these attack speed increases. This is also very nice, this little cluster. And then these are also very tempting. Very tempting indeed. But after that, it'll be down this way. Destroyer. Physical damage, bonus physical damage, damage from ailments, attack speed, physical damage, attack speed, accuracy, and damage with ailments. Good bonus to axes, then there's bonus to maces and scepters. Bonus to axes again. This is giving you leeching, which is actually kind of tempting. I should also get burning brutality, given that I'm using fire. I could also get this for increased accuracy and elemental resistances. Ooh, this is nice. Chance to avoid elemental ailments, elemental resistances, the frost side, the fire side, and then increased elemental resistances, avoidance of elemental ailments, and elemental damage. Could go for this. Fighting calls are kind of a cool concept. Point blank is also actually, I think that used to be in a different place. That's also actually pretty potent for me, because molten strike projectiles don't go very far. Meaning, it's like 30% more, just flatly. So yeah, that's very tempting. Of course, we're looking at later on. Again, I wouldn't mind just playing a bit on the higher level guys, but I want to actually see what Metamorph League is like. In some ways I would prefer if I could just bring in my higher level dudes. Especially that one Scion that actually trading on. I actually talked to people. God, it was so difficult actually trying to talk to people on that character. Well, not necessarily on that character, but just talking to people, like, my god. The Cavern of Wrath. Well, I could get this. It has no inherent bonus loot, so I'm gonna go for that. This, and now we have to see what the brains give. But I think that's the other guys. So we'll head into the little cave system here, and then we will go for the other one. Well, then we'll do this little side quest. I hope in the Path of Exile 2 we don't see that pirate chick. I did not like her, as you can probably gather from what I've said about her. For those who don't know who I'm talking about, in Fall of Oriate you're introduced to this pirate chick, and she's typically rather obnoxious. She comes in and insults Bestel. She flirts heavily with the other guy back at the Palanai's watch, the guy in charge, basically. While he's mourning for the other girl being gone, she's flirting with him, saying that, oh, she'll use him to pass the time. And he's there mourning the other one being effectively dead to them. And she threw him out because he wanted to settle down with her. And now she's swanned back and just wants him to open up his ties to her again. She's... like, there's ways of writing an asshole character. Now keep in mind, I'm not saying I could do it right. But there's ways of writing an asshole character where they're still goddamn likeable. I think is... wouldn't you describe Jack Sparrow in such a way to go for another pirate? Oh, so that looks like a penis. Or, well, I suppose a quill, but anyway. Like, wouldn't Jack Sparrow be kind of like that? I don't... Look, Ma, I'm ejaculate! Anyway, yeah. Might actually show that clip to my mom later. But, anyway. Wouldn't Jack Sparrow be a fair example of that? Like, he is a bit of an... He's just too charming to, you know... Just from what I remember of him, he was just too charming to view in that light. But... it was there, right? Because I'm trying to think of a good other example, and I can't think of it. I was trying to just focus on pirates, because that's what she was, but... I don't really see much pirate stuff.